The first clip from the upcoming Jurassic World has been released online. In the scene, we see Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard discussing the development of a new breed of dinosaur, while Pratt flirts with Bryce Dallas Howard, revealing that the two once went on a date. Jurassic World hits AMC Theatres on June 12th. Christian, do you buy or sell this first clip from Jurassic World?
I buy it, and I'll tell you why I buy it. The next question was, do you now buy Chris Pratt as Indiana Jones? I'd also buy it, because I felt like I was watching a clip from the new Indiana Jones movie. He doesn't lose that Chris Pratt-ism, but he also makes me believe that he is this expert and that there is a bit of fun, but I don't feel he's just being a goofball for the sake of being a goofball. That's his personality. I like Bryce Dallas Howard a lot. I want to see more of her character. She felt a little forced to me in the clip, but overall, I want to see their dynamic. I want to see if she reminded me a little bit of Willie in Temple of Doom in that clip. So I want to see if that develops down the line. But I like the idea that we keep asking the question of, how's he training raptors? And I keep saying the same thing. You don't know if he could or not, because there's no raptors. We don't know if he could or not. Right. We don't know how raptors work or how they don't work and what kind of technology they could do. These are also, they engineered these things. So maybe there's a way that he could. Don't worry about it. So this clip in general, I like the tone of it. I hope they really focus a lot on Pratt now, because I want to see more of that dynamic.
Okay, now before I say my buy or sell, let me preface this by saying, yes, everybody already knows how much I've been stoked for Jurassic World and so excited to see Chris Pratt playing this and blah, blah, blah. Okay, now all that being said, I sell this clip hard.
Wow.
I really disliked it a lot. Wow. See, one of the things that I've loved about the trailer so far is, as huge of a Chris Pratt fan as I am, I said one of the things that really excited me about these trailers is it looks like Chris Pratt is stepping out of his Chris Prattisms. He looks like he's playing a little bit of a different kind of character than we've had before. Much more stern, much more heavy than we've seen in his other films, right? And then I saw this clip. That was Star-Lord. You're not going to convince me otherwise. That was just Star-Lord with a different set of clothes talking to the lady, with all the Star-Lord's isms and all the Chris Pratt-isms again. And the parts that were supposed to be funny did not work for me. And I felt like, damn, this is a missed opportunity. This feels like the same guy Pratt has played over and over and over again. It's just one clip. I'm not jumping overboard on this yet. I'm not giving up on this movie. It's just one clip. But for me, I found it really disappointing. Did not like it at all, despite the fact of how excited I am for the movie. So I got to sell it.
Well, now you know when you can take a pee break in the movie. Yeah. As soon as that clip starts, you got 90 seconds, you can get back in. I buy this clip. I thought it was great. When I heard Chris Pratt was cast in this film, I wanted to see the Chris Pratt-isms. And then when I saw the first trailers, it looked like he was overcooking it on being too serious and brooding. And I'm like, I don't really want to see that guy in this movie. That part felt a little forced to me. When I watched this clip, I'm like, oh, thank God, this is the guy that I want, because you did get a sense of humor, but you also got, towards the end of this clip, you got to see the same ominous tone that Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum had when they were sitting around that meeting room right after they talked to the DNA's dinosaur strand, and they're like, are we sure that we want to be doing this? You got that he has a very different perspective on this than Bryce Dallas Howard's character. I think it's cool that they have some sort of backstory, but it's not overblown. They went on a date. That's it. They didn't jive at all. Now they're going to have to jive together.
And in that clip, you also got a little bit about her character. He's like, who maps out an entire date? So you get the opposite side, just in a little bit, the snippets of what their characters are. No, I get it.
Felt like an 80s rom-com to me.
I can see it, and I can see it. That's why I kind of referenced like the Temple of Doom in the way that it did feel like a little bit 80s, but I'm okay with that nostalgia. But I think you don't hire Chris Pratt if you don't want some of those isms. I agree with you. He can't be like that the entire movie. I want to see him when he's kicking ass. I want to see him doing that.
Yeah, let's keep in mind, this was a small sample size. Maybe once we see that scene in its larger context and everything, then it'll make much more sense to me and I'll be right on board with it.
I mean, I'm assuming they're going to have dinosaurs eventually.
At some point, there will be dinosaurs in this dinosaur movie, right?